So the next thing we're going to do with the frog is we're going to make a little frog puppet. Everyone knows about puppets you can make out of paper bags. So we're going to do that. You can use markers, you can use crayons, whatever you have. If you want to really get daring, if you have paint at home, let your kid paint it. Especially if there's a warm day, let them paint outside, and that way it's easier to clean up. So just color it. I'm just going to color it real quick. It's not a really great green. Let's see if I have a better green. So I'm going to, I think Miss Kathleen needs some new markers. Let's see. There we go. So I'm just going to make my frog. Lots of green coloring. And remember, we're not aiming for it to look perfect or anything. The idea is your child is practicing holding a utensil and scribbling on the paper. It doesn't have to be completely covered or anything. It's all about the fun and just practicing their skills. So after that, we need to make some eyes. So you can make eyes out of any kind of color paper you want. I have some green here, so I'm going to add the eyes, make them out of green. And I am not the best freehand cutter, and it's not about that. So I never try to worry about those things with the kids either, because, you know, none of us are perfect unless we're an artist or we just are really good at stuff. And I'm not one of those, so I don't worry about kids doing that well either. I just do your best. So I made my two little eyes. And of course, you might have to help your kids. Of course, you're going to have to cut the eyes out for them. But they could color the little circles on them. Even if they don't end up perfect, it's still their work, and that's really the idea. So there's my two little eyes. I'm going to tape those on. Again, I would use glue if you're doing it with your kids, unless you have nothing but tape at home, and that's fine too. So I'm going to just tape my eyes right on. I'm going to put one there. And I'm going to get one more. Tape it here. And then, again, just like my other frog activity, if you watch the frog fine motor thing to feed the frog, same thing with this, is you're going to make a tongue. So I'm going to get out my pencil here, and I'm going to make the tongue. I'm going to curl it all up here again. Let your child help, maybe turning it while you hold on to it. And then I am going to tape that onto. And this one, you're going to want to tape under a little bit, so it looks like it's coming out of his mouth. So you're just going to paper glue it right under the fold of your paper bag. So there you have a frog that you can do the thing with. You can be a puppet with the frog, let your child play with it. And then the little, and I will write this in the email or in an attachment if I include an attachment this week. There is an attachment of the printables, but I might just type this in or put a couple of them in. So this is called, it's to the theme of 6 Little Ducks, which is, or 5 little ducks. 5 little ducks went out one day over the hills and far away. So if you know that song, this is the same thing, only we're going to sing about frogs. And it goes like this. 5 little frogs that I once knew, green ones, brown ones, and red ones too. But the one bullfrog with the freckles on his throat, he ruled them all with the croak, croak, croak. 4 little frogs that I once knew, green ones, brown ones, and red ones too. But the one bullfrog with the freckles on his throat, he ruled them all with the croak, croak, croak. 3 little frogs that I once knew, green ones, brown ones, red ones too. But the one bullfrog with the freckles on his throat, he ruled them all with a croak, croak, croak. 2 little frogs that I once knew, green ones, red ones, brown ones too. But the one bullfrog with the freckles on his throat, he ruled them all with a croak, croak, croak. 1 little frog that I once knew, green ones, brown ones, red ones too. But the one bullfrog with the freckles on his throat, he ruled them all with the croak, croak, croak. Down to the blue pond they would go, hop, jump, to and fro. But the one bullfrog with the freckles on his throat, he ruled them all with the croak, croak, croak.